and gentlemen, this is the story of how I was able to get a 2004 Cobra, my ultimate dream car. And this is all from the start up into how I got this car. I had came across this 2005 satin silver Mustang, and it was red interior. $8,000 later, I had a car. So I drove that all through high school. Wish I still had that car to this day. I should have never sold it, but hey, we all make mistakes once. Carvana at the time was offering literally bags for people's bosses. I don't know why, but somebody was, they were offering uppers 30Ks for, around 30,000 mile bosses. So I was like, okay, I'll see. And basically, I sent them, my boss information. They offered me $23,500, exactly what I paid for the boss. And this time, when I bought the boss, it had 50,000 miles. When I sold it to them, this car had 80,000 miles, and literally, I got the same amount of money out of it, and I had owned it for 2 years. So I had a pretty good size of loan left on the boss. I had about 18,000 left. So I still profited off of the money. And so I made about $5,500, $5,400 back after payoff and everything. So this car, how I got the Cobra, was basically, I literally called or texted my buddy, I call him my buddy. I've known him, he's had Cobras, and I said, hey, what am I looking at? I got $15,000 to $16,000. What am I looking at? What kind of mileage am I looking at to get a Cobra? He said, dude, I got one. He said, I literally have one for sale if you don't mind waiting. I said, well, what is it? He said, it's a black 04 Cobra Coupe. We're doing a fresh, motor build. The previous owner had melted one of the pistons in it, so we were doing a full, rebuild on it and everything. So I said, you know what? I'll wait. They'll sell it to me for $15,000. So basically, I ended up waiting 3 months for this car, and can finally say I got it. The car had been sitting outside for almost a year, so it needs a full, paint correction and ceramic coating. And then the only other things was this right here is the sail panels that go back. It's just up to here, up to the top of the roof here. But the clear coat was peeling off this, so I actually wrapped them black. But I already actually bought sail panels, panels off of an 04 Black Cobra that are in pristine condition and are being shipped to me as we speak right now. So no more wrap on these, but you can't really tell from far away. Other than that, I did do the clear corners on them, which I'm going to post a video on how to install those when I do the switchback installs that I ordered. The car, when I bought it, the mods that it had, and he told me it had, it's got brand new forged Manley pistons and rods. It's got ARP hardware through the whole block, literally. The block has been bored .20 over, so it's technically a 4.8 now. But it's got ARP head studs and all the works. We did the cooling mod on it. Now this has the 04 revised heads, but just to be safe, I went ahead and, on the safe side, spent the money and did the Lethal Performance Gen 2 cooling mod on it. It's got a 2.76 upper pulley. It's got all billet idler pulleys on it. So it is, the pulley system is pretty good. It does have a JLT carbon fiber holder intake, which I've been told that they don't make those anymore, so I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, it's got a, just for your flashiness, it's got a aftermarket coolant tank, show. It's on SVE Series 3 wheels, H&R lowering springs. It's got the stock 355 gears in it. And it's got full tilt boogie racing bushings through the whole IRS. And that was one of the big sellers on this car for me. There is no wheel hop at all. There is no IRS Cobra clunk on this car. It is amazing to drive. It literally feels like, when I drive this car, I feel like I'm driving my Boss Hero 2. Like, that's how good it is. There's no wheel hop, nothing. And it corners amazing with that IRS. But let's not get off the topic here. It's got a fully built rear differential, or if you want to call it fully built rear end. And yeah, it's also got a McLeod RST or RXT clutch in it. It's the 1,000 horsepower rated one. And it's also got a 26 input spline shaft, as well as an MGW short throw shifter, and was told that all the synchros have been redone and in the transmission, so it's a refresh T56 6-speed. And I think the only other thing would be the 60-pound injectors for the fuel, and it's got a Kenny Bell boost pump that we know of. Now, it could have, 4 GT fuel pumps, no idea, but I'm going to take a guess and say it's the stock fuel pumps. Other than that, that's about it. It does have a Borla off-road X-pipe and a Borla stingers on the exhaust. But yeah, it's an amazing car, and for the money, $15,000, it's got 99,000 miles on the body. I don't care. I bought it to drive and have fun. I mean, it's a fully built car, so I'm excited. We got a dyno tune coming for it soon, so I'm going to post a video of that. But yeah, that's my story on kind of how I got my dream car. So I've always been wanting one of these since freshman year of high school, so for about 5-6 years now. And yeah, I could say I finally got the one that I wanted, so stay tuned. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you in the next video, and hit the subscribe button. See you guys.